All right, team, we are back for another episode on the Weight Loss Woman 40 Plus podcast with Josh. Let's get cracking. So, I've had a couple of really good conversations with ladies today, ladies that are keen to get started on the program. You know, they come from the podcast, our Instagram, seen our content, whatever it is. They're like, I need to get started and I need to do it now. So, what we're going through, I was chatting to one lady just recently. Always good content to talk to you guys and how, their troubles, their challenges, what we can do to overcome them. Now, this particular lady, she was only eating 2 meals a day. So, today we're going to talk about nutrition and how many meals a day you should be eating. So, this lady, in 12 months, she has seen no progress. She's actually very upset. She took a progress photo last year. She took a progress photo this year. And so 12 months later, and she was very disappointed. Her weight had gone up 7 kilograms. She had gained body fat all through the midsection, the back of the hips, back near the sports bra, a couple of back rolls. Not happy. And I was like, okay, why do you feel like now's the time to start handling? Why is now the time to start getting some outside help on this? And she's like, look, I tried it for 12 months. I'm in my early 40s and I didn't see any progress. But she obviously gave me some key indication as to why she wasn't seeing progress. So this lady in particular, super lovely lady, skipping meals or fasting, as people call it, and only eating 2 meals a day. And she was just wildly confused. She's like, I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to do with my training. I don't know how many meals I need to be eating. I don't know any of my targets, my calories, my macros, my proteins, my carbs, and my fats. She was just stuck. She's like, I know where I want to get to. I just don't know how to do it. So let's talk about meals today. Why do we make sure that all of our women eat at least 3 meals a day? Now, I don't care how many meals a day you eat as long as the minimum is 3. I don't care if there's a breakfast, a morning tea, a lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, dessert. I don't care if there's 6. I don't care if there's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or a breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, and a dinner. It does not matter. That is the most important part. It doesn't matter as long as the minimum is 3. Then we can work some magic. If you start eating too infrequently throughout the day, you're not going to see faster fat loss. It just does not fucking work like that. So let me run an example. Let's say you're doing intermittent fasting, and people say intermittent fasting, that's going to lead to weight loss. But intermittent fasting in itself doesn't lead to weight loss unless you're in a calorie deficit. Let me explain. Let's say you eat 3,000 calories. Let's say you go to Macca's for lunch and you go to Macca's for dinner and you eat 3,000 calories. That's across 2 meals. Now, it doesn't matter if you ate, hang on, let me get the numbers right. So we've eaten 3,000 calories and we've burned 3,000 calories. Now, people will say intermittent fasting is the magic. And if you just do intermittent fasting, you're allowed to eat what you want, or as long as it's healthy, or as long as actually that's the main one. As long as it's healthy, you're going to lose weight. All right, let me take Macca's out of the equation for a second so I can really drill this home appropriately. Let's say you ate really good food. You had a nice healthy lunch, you had a nice healthy dinner, but then you ate some shit, had some sweets and some chocolate, stuff like that. Let's say you ate 3,000 calories, but then you also burned 3,000 calories in the day. Do you lose weight? Do you gain weight? Or do you stay the same? The answer is you stay the fucking same, because as many calories as you ate is as many as you burned and nothing happened. But you were intermittent fasting. You didn't have any breakfast and you stopped all your meals by 7 p.m. that night. You ate within an 8-hour window, 16 hours fasting, and you ate 2 meals plus some snacks in that 8 hours. Fasting doesn't magically lose weight. It's not fucking black magic. It's not Harry Potter. You don't just do the thing and you get a magic result. You still have to apply by the laws of thermodynamics. Now, let me run a different example. Let's say you burned 3,000 calories and you ate 1,500 calories, but you were intermittent fasting. Could you lose weight? Well, the answer is yes, because you are in a minus 1,500 calorie deficit. You ate 1,500 calories, you burnt 3,000. You do that 7 days a week, you're going to lose more than 1 kilogram a week. Amazing. Now, was the magic the intermittent fasting, or was the magic the calorie deficit? Because it doesn't matter if that 1,500 calories is McDonald's, or if that 1,500 calories was healthy food, you ate 1,500 calories. And you're in a 1,500 calorie deficit. 3,000 minus 1,500 equals 1,500 difference. That's the deficit. There is nothing fucking special about the intermittent fasting. So stop getting trapped into thinking, if I just miss my breakfast and I eat in an 8-hour window, I will lose weight. Do you know why intermittent fasting has been designed? It's to stop people who are chronic overeaters from fucking losing weight. Because if I make someone eat all their food within an 8-hour period, they're going to eat in the first hour. They're going to be so full, they're not going to want to eat until, a couple of hours later. So the amount of food someone can physically fit into their body, as in and not feel like you're overcooking it, like you're stuffing yourself, gorging yourself with food, is far less than the person who eats in a 16-hour window. You feeling me? So the amount of meals that you eat doesn't mean anything. It's the amount of calories that are in each meal. So if a client of mine wants to eat 6 meals a day and spread the meals out of let's say 1,500 calories, it doesn't matter how many meals that is. The reason why we want our ladies to eat a minimum of 3 meals a day is because what's going to happen is when you get too hungry, do you want to eat your healthy pre-prepared meal? Or do you want to eat shit that tastes nice? You're probably going to eat the stuff that tastes really good. And this is the problem I see people fall into. They're like, if I just do the black magic, if I just do the fancy fucking fat loss technique, if I just do the fasting, I'm going to lose weight. No, Karen, you're not going to lose weight because fasting only works if you're in a calorie deficit. You cannot literally eat whatever you want in an intermittent fasting window and then fast for 16 hours and then magic happens. It makes no sense. What is the science behind there? You just cannot lose body fat unless you're in a calorie deficit. Let's make sense of this. Let's say you burned, I'm just going to stick with the same numbers, you burnt 3,000 calories. You exercised, you walked, you talked, you went to work, you played with the kids, you slept. In a 24-hour period, your body consumed 3,000 calories. But let's say you only put in 1,500. So from all the food that you ate and the drink that you drink, you put in 1,500, but your body burnt 3,000. Where did it get the other 1,500 calories from? How does it work? Your body fat is storage tanks of energy, the body fat. So if you don't eat enough food, your body's going to go, man, this motherfucker, we burnt so many calories today, but this motherfucker didn't eat enough calories. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the storage tank. I'm going to grab 1,500 calories from fat. I'm going to convert that into energy, and that's going to fuel the body. Now, if you're eating 3,500 calories, well, let's just tone this down a little bit. Let's say you're eating 2,000 calories and you burnt 1,500. That means you're in a 500 calorie surplus, meaning you did fuck all in the day. You pretty much just went to work and you didn't do anything. You come home, you did nothing. You went to bed and you watched TV all day. You're not going to burn a lot of calories. So how, if you're intermittent fasting, how the hell do you lose weight magically if you only burnt 1,500 calories, but you ate 2,000 calories? That plus 500 calories has to be stored somewhere because you put in too much for the body. So how does intermittent fasting solve that problem? Does the calories don't count because they went into your body, so they've got to be stored somewhere. Your body's like, you've given me too much food. You just shit it out? No, that's not how it works. Your body's going to grab the excess 500 calories and place it in the body fat storage tanks. That's literally what it is. You have, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of fat cells in your body that hold energy. That's all it is. It's not more technical than that. So just because you're fasting doesn't mean you bypass the laws of thermodynamics and how calories are stored and biology. It doesn't work like that. So the reason we want our ladies to eat at least 3 meals a day is because it's not because it's magic. It's because we understand what happens to people. If you're fasting or you're skipping meals and you get hungry, you're going to want to eat shit, or you're going to want to eat tasty food, which is sometimes shit food. I get it. I do it myself. I got some brownies in the fridge right now. Amazing. I'm going to enjoy them. But it's laughable to think that doing some weight loss technique is going to supersede the basics of how the body works. It is just not how it works. The reason why I want ladies to eat 3 meals a day is because when you put enough protein in at the start of the day, you reduce the cravings at the end of the day. Most people who skip meals and fast or don't, eat enough meals throughout the day, they usually eat shit in the afternoons or at nighttime because their body is craving it. They're craving the energy that they've burned at the start of the day, but you didn't replace it. So they're gonna pop up in the form of cravings. So our ladies that go from fasting and skipping meals to having breakfast and having protein in the morning crave less, eat less shit, lose weight easier because now they're not battling their willpower. They're not stinging for some treats in the afternoon. They just physically don't want them because we understand how the body works, how cravings work, how energy balances and efficiencies work. This is why it's a minimum of 3 a day. So for some people, they like to have 5 meals a day, 6 meals a day. They like to have snacks. Other people just eat the 3. But no one in our program is eating less than 3 meals a day. And when they do it and they go off the program and they don't listen to their coach, what do you think happens? They get cravings, they binge, they eat shit, and the weight goes up. And the coach goes, why'd you go off plan? We know this happens. But sometimes, people either learn the hard way or the very fucking hard way. And most people only learn the very fucking hard way. So sometimes people have to go off track to realize, whoops, that wasn't the right thing to do. No different to your kids. You tell them 1,000,000 times, don't touch the fucking hot surface, but until they do it, they don't learn the lesson. So you just got to let people learn the lesson sometimes. Good coaches will just allow that to happen. I'd rather someone learn the lesson on the program and then the coach can correct it than you finish the program, trial and error, fuck it up, put the weight back on. We do not want that. While you're with the coach, it's good to make errors because the coach can go, okay, cool, what did you learn? I learned that when I skip breakfast, I eat like an arsehole in the evenings. Great, that's a very good lesson to learn. Well done. What are we going to do tomorrow? I'm going to have my breakfast. Great, perfect, we're on the right track. All right, so that is why we don't want to skip meals, we don't want to fast. This is why we have a minimum of 3 meals per day. All right, easy done. Good lessons today. Ladies, if you're like, all right, I need this type of help, I am not really nailing this, then reach out and we'll see if what we do could actually work for you. You can jump online, www.blissbodyu.com.au. You can fill out an application form halfway down the page, apply for the VIP transformation program, put your details in, and we'll contact you if we feel like we can help you out. Again, we can't help everybody. You just can't. Or you can hit me up on Instagram. Send us a message. Hey, listen to the podcast. Love what you guys do. Would like to find out a little bit more. Or if you're really, really keen, you'll probably see some of my ads poking around. Hit learn more. Jump in the DMs. We'll ask you a couple of questions and we'll take it from there. All right, ladies, lots of love. Time for me to go for a walk and go have a sauna. I'll catch you in the next one.